Senate Republicans invoked a little-used rule late Tuesday to bar Democrat Elizabeth Warren from the debate over Senator Jeff Sessions' nomination. Warren had been reading a letter by Coretta Scott King that spoke against Sessions. Well, speaking to Bloomberg's Kevin Cirilli, Senator Orrin Hatch, the longest-serving Republican in the chamber, said Warren was speaking in a disreputable way.
The Senate ruled yesterday that she violated Rule 19, which is you can't speak disparagingly about another senator, and she was certainly doing that. She was really talking in a very, I think, disreputable way about our colleague, Senator Sessions, who's up for Attorney General. You just don't treat colleagues like that.
Bloomberg's chief Washington correspondent Kevin Cirilli joins us now from Washington, D.C. How often is this complaint invoked, Kevin, that somebody disparages a fellow congressman or a senator?
Not a lot, Bonnie. In fact, Democrats are already criticizing Republicans for criticizing Senator Elizabeth Warren, but not criticizing Senator Ted Cruz when back in July of 2015, he was on the Senate floor and accused a member of his own party, Senator Mitch McConnell, of being a quote-unquote liar for failing to strike a deal with regards to the reauthorization of the Exim Bank. But, you know, look, Republicans are increasingly frustrated about the pace of the lack of pace in Democrats helping to confirm President Trump's cabinet appointee picks, and Democrats are pushing back. This has truthfully become a rallying cry for the progressive left and has emboldened Senator Elizabeth Warren.
Well, so then, Kevin, tell us, what is Senator Hatch's position on the travel ban? Because I know you spoke to him about that as well. Does he support the president here?
He, along with other Republicans, are supporting President Trump's executive orders on that temporary travel ban, despite, of course, increased opposition, not only from Democrats, but as well as from some business leaders out in Silicon Valley. I asked him about that. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
I've helped Silicon Valley through the years and will continue to do so to get H-1B workers and all kinds of other things to help them along. And that's the more liberal approach, was let everybody in. Well, what about the 2 or 3 or 5 or 10 or 20 or 30 terrorists that can slip in because we don't have a good vetting system?
But there hasn't been one example from the reports.
Those terrorists lay in wait sometimes for years before they surface and cause havoc. So you don't know that, and neither do I. I think we ought to be more careful who we let into the country.
So despite criticisms about there not being one example of a terrorist coming in from any of those countries, Senator Hatch, as well as other Senate Republicans, continuing to defend this. It is important to note that the majority of Republicans, 49%, according to a recent Morning Consult poll, do support the president's travel ban. 49% of all Americans, I should add.